Syrian President Assad left Damascus yesterday evening and flew to the Russian base in Syria. Israeli journalist Barak Ravid writes about this, citing officials from his country. An Israeli official told me Assad left Damascus around midnight last night and flew to a Russian base in Syria with the intention of continuing from there to Moscow, the correspondent wrote. Assad left the presidency in Syria after negotiations with a number of participants in the Syrian conflict, instructed to peacefully transfer power. Russia did not participate in the negotiations. In addition, the Israeli army has reportedly launched a ground invasion of Syria amid Assad's fall from power. It entered the area of the city of al-Quneitra. Yuri Kotenak, Damascus has already fallen. Eschatology before our eyes. The catastrophe is before our eyes, one might say. Live. Ancient Damascus has fallen, surrendered without a fight, not resisting the wave of gangs. Pro-Turkish, pro-Israeli, whatever pro. The avalanche spread across Syria, rapidly occupying towns and villages, military bases. Militants occupied a TV tower where they delivered an address to overthrow Assad's government. They said they were in full control of Damascus. Bashar Assad has been overthrown. All prisoners have been released from prisons. Syria's prime minister, who remains in militant-held Damascus, says the issue of Russia's military presence will be decided by the new government. Looting of the Iranian embassy in Damascus by local population. What is happening and what will happen to the Russian embassy is still unknown. This morning, only information was received that everything is fine with the employees of the Russian diplomatic mission. The central bank in Damascus is being looted amidst the chaos in the city. Unverified footage shows protesters tearing down posters of Qasem Soleimani and Hassan Nasrallah at Iran's embassy in Damascus. The central bank in Damascus is being looted amidst the chaos in the city. In Latakia, locals joyfully ride on a statue of Bashar al-Assad's father, which was toppled this morning. Online footage appears to show Turkish and Syrian people at the Fatih Mosque in Istanbul, celebrating the capture of Damascus by militants. The process of looting in Assad's palace. Some of the security forces who served Assad have already effectively gone over to the side of the militants, who seized power and expressed their readiness to serve the new regime, which is actually no longer surprising, given the lack of resistance to the militants' offensive that has begun. I would assume that there could have been agreements to surrender with some of the security forces from the start. Regarding the rumors about Assad's death, there is no confirmation of this at the moment, just as there is no reliable confirmation of where Bashar Assad and his family may be at the moment, in Syria or abroad. Those who seize power stroll through Bashar al-Assad's presidential palace in Damascus. It is still unknown where the former president of Syria went, whether he fled to Iran, to our coastal bases, or died altogether. Recent reports have surfaced detailing alleged looting within one of Bashar al-Assad's palaces, further highlighting the instability gripping Syria. The lavish residence, once a symbol of power and control, has reportedly fallen victim to opportunistic theft amid the nation's prolonged turmoil. Sources suggest that luxury items, rare artifacts, and personal valuables were taken, sparking speculation about whether the act was an inside job or a result of escalating factional strife. This incident underscores the deteriorating grip of Assad's regime on key institutions and properties, as economic collapse and internal dissent grow. The looting of the palace serves as a stark reminder of the crumbling state apparatus and the challenges of governance in a country ravaged by over a decade of civil war. It also raises questions about the future stability of the regime and the security of assets tied to Assad's inner circle.